Hello guys, or whoever's going to be watching this. I just finished streaming and today was number 949 stream of going live every day and doing the bunch of random video games like always. But I noticed that we got 500 subscribers on YouTube, so it's super cool. It's super nice. Most people do like crazy videos or like big milestone thank you and like a bunch of events or scripted event or whatever. I kinda suck at doing stuff like this, which is not me trying to say that I'm not gonna do anything because it will be bad. I think I could have been able to do something nice and something enjoyable, but I did not. So instead I'm going to sit here and I'm going to yap about a bunch of stuff because I have some things to say, okay? So I to make sure I don't stop the recording and I stop the video and I forgot to say something I wanted to talk about. I got my notepad open here and I have a bunch of bullet points and I'm gonna talk about them, okay? So it's I hope it wasn't, you didn't expect something like something crazy or like some kind of scripted stuff, because I did used to do like a bunch of scripted stuff, but I'm kinda bad at them unless it's like a bunch of inside joke and a bunch of stuff only for the stream that I can do already on the stream. Like I would rather take the opportunity to just talk about a bunch of stuff that I've been thinking about, and it's a why not? It's like an opportunity, right? Yeah, I don't I will edit this video if I end up rewatching it afterwards and I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over, which I tend to do a lot, but I'll try to keep it simple and singular topic, right? I just finished recording the video and I just noticed you can see the time all along over here in the back, so you're gonna be able to tell whenever I cut or whatever, but it's fine. I'm not gonna redo everything just because of this one detail. But yeah, back to the video. Okay, so the first thing I type is thank you for the 500 subscribers, and that's the first point. And then yeah, I wanted to say that I know this channel is only just me re-uploading like my VODs from Twitch because it's a way of just leaving it there because it goes away. At some point on Twitch it disappears after like 15 days or something, so it's more so like of an archive stuff. So I never really expected people to kinda subscribe or like get invested. Like let's try to okay. Like if I want to talk about this with my own perspective, for me, if I'm watching a streamer and I like to watch them every day, and then maybe one day I'm doing something else and I miss like one episode, I'm gonna go into the channel on YouTube or whatever, and I'm gonna watch like the exact segment I did miss. Like I just want to recap the stuff that just happened and I missed. And I know I'm not someone already that subscribes to people a lot on YouTube. I do like videos, but I'm not really someone who subs because then they get into like the bottom left and you get the notification and stuff like this. Like I'm assuming that the people who subscribe to a channel, they want to keep up with it and they want to see every time there is a new video, they want to see it as soon as possible and stuff like this. So in my perspective, for something like what I'm doing, which is just re-uploading the YouTube VOD, I never really expected anyone to even subscribe here. Just to be some kind of like archive stuff or like some kind of how do you call that? Some kind of yeah, some kind of spare wheel, like if you just miss a moment or whatever. So once again, in my perspective, it's a little bit surprising that some people who want to subscribe to something like this, because it's like this one like spare wheel stuff that you just use as a way of retrieving something that you missed, and then you don't really have an interest having a subscription, because even though it's free, you know, there is no point having that because you're most likely watching the live, or you know, or you just don't care about not missing a single minute of the show. But yeah, I have no clue if you guys are like, you know, if you're eating, if you're someone from the stream who subscribe also to YouTube to support me or to help or whatever, you know, that can be multiple stuff. Or if you're just working and you're putting me on the alt monitor and you just have someone yapping in the background for a few hours, because sometimes it helps with the work or whatever you're doing on the main monitor. But yeah, regardless of what's happening, I'm really happy that some people want to subscribe and want to watch more of my content, because I have always been lucky on Twitch, having a lot of people chatting in my chat room, even though there's not that many people. Like the number of concurrent viewer, it's nothing amazing or nothing like out of nowhere. But I'm a very small streamer, but I always have some people typing and sharing stuff and telling me about things, so we can have a conversation, and it's fun to talk about different topics and stuff. Like I know I'm very lucky, because the people who watch me really like to share and to say a bunch of random stuff, which it makes me very like, it just makes me have a good time. So I know I'm very lucky about this. But yeah, now as well, if you guys want to pay attention to the YouTube, I think it's pretty cool. So thank you again for the sub. Let me look at my notepad. Oh yeah, so at some point I was even considering if I should keep doing this, or if anyone just cared about that, because every time you see some kind of stream content, it's always like the actual, like, very funny moment, or this one specific event that makes people watch. And then the people in the comment is like, oh, thank you for massive respect for the people who actually go through sitting through this fucking 6-hour live stuff. You guys are the hero. Like, people are like, well, I don't have 6 hours of my life, 2 or 5 hours in my case, to watch someone do a bunch of random stuff for the occasional just 10 seconds or 15 seconds of like very funny moments. So people are like, oh yeah, thank you for doing this clip compilation, because otherwise it's too long. So now, so that being said, in my head, I was already thinking that people don't want to watch a 5-hour, 6-hour stream. Already they just want to see the clip of the funny stuff, or they want to stick to the very short, like, YouTube scripted content. So to me, having people who watch the VOD afterwards, it was a little bit, I was just wondering if anyone actually would do that. And of course my views are pretty low, which I expect, but I like to have it here as like the whole spare wheel topic I talked about earlier, right? So thank you guys for subscribing, because if you clicked on subscribes, it means that you kind of want to get some updates and see what's going on, and maybe watch here and there something. But yeah, I have no clue about all this, so if you guys want to leave a comment below or whatever, I know my comment section is pretty desert, because not many people chat over there or leave any message. But I noticed that the people go live, and then they'll be like, hey, I was watching on YouTube, or I saw your video, blah blah blah, and now I can see you live. That's pretty cool. So I know it's a thing, but yeah, do whatever you want. I will always interact with anyone who tries to interact with me. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the list. There we go. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry if this is like kinda weird spacing, and I'm gonna have to chop this edit a lot, because at the beginning I said I was gonna try to leave this unedited, but I already had to stop like 7 times because I'm stuttering and I keep saying the same thing over and over. So I try to not make it too hashed or too whatever, but it's gonna be a lot of mini cuts. Hopefully not too much. I'm sorry, but yeah, I really suck. I'm really comfortable being live and just talking and playing games and doing stuff, but as soon as I sit in front of a camera and I have to talk about stuff, and I try to not forget something, or I'm thinking too hard, it's doing recording like this is very difficult for me. Okay, so I apologize for the overall quality of this video, but thank you for the 500 subscription on YouTube. I think it's super cool. I'm gonna keep streaming every day until I feel like I don't want to anymore, or until no one cares and I have 0 people watching me. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So thank you for watching. I hope that you guys have a good time every day, and that you enjoy spending time with me and watching the games and learning about new stuff, or sharing your own stuff, or anything, like what people do on the stream, right? So yeah, I'm gonna stop this. I think I should stop this now. Okay, so once again, thank you for the sub. I'm gonna be live again tomorrow, like every day, and I'm gonna keep doing that until forever. Okay, that's it. See you tomorrow or next time. Bye bye. Thank you.